Good evening, everyone, and good evening to all of our that are here logging on just now. Welcome to our families as well joining us. All right, so without further ado, let's get right on to it.
What you see here, one of the reasons why I don't have a PowerPoint is because I want to make sure that everyone registers for our upcoming virtual tour, which will also be on the 7th on Thursday night. And so I will be kind of doing a spiel again, but you'll get more information from our PPTG, which is our version of a PTA. And the reason why it's not a PTA is because it's basically an independent group, and it doesn't have the same rules and restrictions as a PTA. And so all the money raised can be utilized in any way they deem fit. They don't have the same rules and restrictions. So they will be hosting a virtual tour, and I will link the document, the form in the chat. Let me see, stop share, and I will put it in the chat for you all. So that anybody who would like to be at our next meeting, we will also be having a in-person tour, which will be scheduled for January. I'm going to see if I can do video. Yeah. Nope, it's still saying I can't video. And so we'll be doing a virtual tour in January. And once you go to the other tour or go to our website, Peralta Elementary .org, you can register for our in-person tours. So with that being said, Peralta is a school of about 340 something students this year, about 343, maybe a little less because a couple of kids left. School. It's a very diverse population, although our demographics don't really show the diversity. If you look on our dashboard, you'll see that the primary nationality is white. And then the next largest group would be our multi-ethnic group. And many of those students identify as African American, but when their parents signed them up for school, they put multi-ethnic. And so our demographics will show that we have a low population of African Americans, which is not necessarily the case because, like I said, our multi-ethnic students oftentimes identify as African American. Our school has about 14 teachers, 14 classrooms. Our range from is over 10 plus. Our range for teachers that have been on our campus is 10 plus to being brand new, not fully did a year. So we have a wide variety of experiences with our teachers. One of the things I can say about our group is that we are very student and family driven. Our teachers work really hard and collaborate well with all of our families. It is very important that all of our families feel safe, feel happy, feel heard, and there's a collaborative effort with our school. Our school is considered to be an art integration school, which means that art permeates every part of the curriculum and every part of our content areas in our classrooms, all the way from kindergarten all the way to 5th grade. You will see art in every aspect of our school. We have 7+ gardens at our school, so it's a very vibrant and beautiful campus. It's small in size, but large in number and experiences of which our kids are provided. This year, we will have a TK program on our site. It is still very brand new. We had a TK hub at Kaiser last year, but this year the TK will be on site. And so we're excited about that opportunity. I think it'll allow us to really prepare our kindergartners, our TKs for kindergarten moving forward. And I think it's just going to be a wonderful experience for all of us to have them on our campus. It's going to really help our parents who had to do 2 school sites and drop-offs and all those things. So we're really excited about that. Like I said, we have 7 gardens. Our PPTG provides us with a lot of financial support, most of which is through human resources. We have a really strong enrichment program. Our PPTG pays for our PE teacher. They pay for our art teacher, our music teachers, our garden teacher. All classrooms K through 3 have an instructional aid in the classroom, which is also purchased. They also purchase yard duty supervision. And so we have a really, really strong PT, like I said, most of which is human resources, but they also provide us with field trips, school supplies, and a lot of things. So one of the things I have to tell you, with a community like ours, where families are at the middle class, the upper middle class, socioeconomic range, we are not a Title I school, or what is it, Title IX, Title I school. So we do not get any additional funding from the state to operate our schools. So if the OUSD does not provide it, our PPTG has to provide it. And so our budget this year was about $80,000 for 343 students. Without our PPTG and the amount of work they do to fundraise and to pour to our staff, we would not have these opportunities. This year, though, the OUSD was able to give us a community schools manager, a teacher on special assignment who works with our staffing on English language arts. We have an early literacy tutor. And then we are also given what's called a STIP sub, and this is a person who's on site to sub into classes. And I was also able to purchase an academic mentor, which supports students in a tutoring capacity in and out of the classrooms. So I thank the OUSD for providing that, but without those things being provided for us, our school would not have the funding source to be able to purchase those things. Any one of those positions can cost us to anywhere to $100,000 and above. And to purchase one of those things would be to be a third of what our PPTG raises every year. So I am very grateful to OUSD for providing us those services. Because we do have those services this year, I believe that we are really strong this year with our progress for English and math this year. Math last year, we jumped 22%. And I'm hoping to continue that trajectory. This year, we have a lot of intervention and resources to support our student in reading. So I'm encouraged that we will also be seeing an amount of growth in that. Right now, currently, our iReady scores and all of the different district assessments, we're right on target for what we need to be doing for our students. So I'm really excited about that work. But mostly I'm more excited about the fact that we are on our trajectory to moving out of the haze or the cloud of COVID and getting back to what school is really about. Today we had a hula hoop contest. I was the DJ. And so I feel like we are very much into providing kids with a fun, enriching, and engaging environment on all aspects. And we had our first maker fair on Sunday where people from the community could come in, sell items that they make, and then we got a percentage from what they sold. So like I said, we're on our trajectory for doing a lot of wonderful things this year. Like I said, I think our staff is A1, and our attendance is probably the best in our network. And so I'm really excited that our kids feel safe and happy and want to be at school. And our families, like I said, they are extremely excited and happy too. And that's the best you can ask. As a principal, when I looked at what school I wanted to teach at, this school really was one of those ones that spoke to my heart. And they did things that I love to do as a teacher. Like I said, between the music, the art, and some of the other enrichment programs we had, I couldn't ask for a better environment to work. So just want to say that if you choose to come to Peralta, you will not be disappointed. Thank you.
So Prescott Elementary School, this is our virtual showcase for 2023-24. Prescott Elementary is established as the home of the Panthers. It was established in 1869. Prescott is a vital piece of Oakland history. Ida Louise Jackson, let me say Dr. Ida Louise Jackson, taught here starting in 1925 as Oakland's first African-American teacher. This was 13 years before any other school hired a Black teacher. So Prescott has been home to students since 1869, over 150 years of education in the West Oakland community. I am Dewana Slaughter. I'm the principal. If you want to send any emails or you have any updates or any questions, feel free to send me an email at dewana.slaughter@ousd.org. Our academics, we worked so hard last year. So we were able to have 33% growth on iReady Math and ELA. We had the most growth in the CCSPP in the district last year. We also offer our individualized learning plans for grades 3 through 5. We are in the planning stages of that. We would like to push it out in January. So every student in grades 3 through 5 know where they started as far as this year and where they progressed to, so that when we're having our report cards, when we're having our teacher and parent conferences, students can lead those particular conferences and they can tell their parent how well they're doing, what kind of growth. Like I said, we're pushing that forward. That's going to be like a to-do coming out in January. Our grades 5 learning Spanish on a computerized platform through IXL. We have literacy supports through SIPS and Haggerty. And we also have lots of math and ELA intervention support. Our community is built up of our Prescott family team, which is our version of a parent-teacher association, minus the dues and so on and so forth. These great people are made up of community members. They're made up of parents. They're made up of teachers in our Prescott family team. It is an awesome team to have. They help out with our principal, Coffee with the Principal every Wednesday. They're there greeting parents. They also help with our virtual tours and our actual tours on campus. So if you come to Prescott, you're going to definitely get to meet one of our Prescott family teams, and they're going to tell you what makes Prescott so wonderful. We also have Common Vision, which is our collaboration with our garden. We have 3 gardens at the school, one in the TK yard and one that bigger kids. And we also offer a gardening program through Mama Wanda, which is known throughout West Oakland and beyond. She facilitates those classes and teach students how to garden, and the kids have the opportunity to go and they pick strawberries and things like that during the day. And it's really awesome to have a garden on campus. FAME is one of our organizations, which is coming onto the school. They've been offering a lot of support, and FAME is our First African Methodist Episcopal Church. They've been offering to help with painting, helping with our libraries and so on and so forth. So we like to make as much outside support with community members as possible. Oakland Housing Authority, Deeply Rooted, Making Moves MC, and Alpha Kappa Alpha. And I missed the P on there. Our enrichment programs. Prescott is also home to decades-old Prescott Circus Theater. Yes, yes. Students from 3rd to 5th grade meet for 9 hours a week after school. Students learn circus skills such as stilts and dancing. They also receive after-school tutoring and academic support. Students perform in various events in the community, including Oakland's Black Joy Parade. So Prescott has free after-school for K through 5 students until 6 p.m. with Bay Area Community Resources, BACR. They provide a fun and nurturing environment for academics, athletic, and social activities. They learn to be productive, navigate challenges, and build positive relationships. After school fills up quickly, so make sure you contact us soon. Every week, Prescott students have dance and drumming lessons provided by Destiny Arts. Destiny Arts partner with classroom teachers to draw connections with the curriculum. They teach and preserve African diaspora culture through dance and drumming. Destiny Arts has been a Prescott Panther for years, bringing together the arts and social emotional learning. I just wanted to give a brief overview of our demographics. I don't know if it really makes a difference if people really want to know the demographics, but we do have 57.5% African-American students at Prescott. We have 28.4 Latino students. We have 4.5 Asian students on Prescott campus. We have 3.0% of our European students, and people who have multiple ethnicities, there's a 5.2%, and then 1.5 did not report who they are. So at this particular time, I have Alicia Simba on the line, and I wanted to have her and maybe Portia Boykins and Zazie Cribs, which is part of our PFT. I don't know if they're here or not. I know Miss Simba is definitely here. And if I can have Miss Simba just answer that question, like what makes our school special? Besides you being a teacher, Miss Simba.
Miss Simba, you should be able to unmute your mic. So
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. No, I was gonna say what makes it special is having Ms. Flo to be the principal. That's really the answer.
Yes, money for you, Miss Simba.
Thank you. No. No, I think there's a lot of things that make Prescott special. I'm new to, like, it's great to be in a community that is so historical. I am new to OUSD and new to Oakland and have been new to teaching. So I've been in the same position that a lot of parents are in, where, you know, for me, 4 years ago, I was trying to figure out as a teacher, where do I want to go? And I was coming from grad school at Stanford in the South Bay. So I had no idea about what OUSD was like. And so it's just been really nice to be in a community that is just so loving. I think being a small school is great, especially with younger students. To have class sizes that are, you know, allow you to work with students really one-on-one, and like Ms. Lauter said, working on doing individual growth. So I think the size, the history, such a loving community, like Zazie's mom, so a parent's mom, a grandparent, was asking me about when I was getting my driver's license. So like we're very close-knit and intimate in that way. Yeah, and just a real opportunity to grow. Ms. Lords has been really great in just making sure that not even every year we're getting better, but every trimester, just pushing, and our events are getting bigger, our scores are getting better. So it's really wonderful to be a part of such growth, and just a really positive environment. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Simba, and thank you for segueing me into our school. We only have 145 students, but we are small, but we are we are mighty. I say we're small but mighty. And I didn't say we have 6 full-time teachers, and Ms. Simba teaches our TK, which our babies are awesome. Our kids are coming from Ms. Simba's class reading and going into kindergarten, which is simply awesome and wonderful. With our parent support, such as Portia Boykins and Zazie Cribs, I don't know if they're here or not. They're making sure their kids are coming in, reading and writing. And if they're not, we have great teachers to help them get to that point where they're able to read and write. So like I said, our classes are small. You know, the school is small, but like I said, it's a wonderful school to have that type of I gotta use the right word. I don't want to say intimacy with kids, but to be able for them to have that particular one-to-one at times when needed. So like I said, we have TK on our school grounds. We also have a preschool there, and we have a CDC, SDC with PK and K. So we have a lot going on over at Prescott. So if you would like for your child to come, go to the next one. So if you're interested in Prescott, feel free to follow us on social media. We also, like I said, I mentioned before, we are going to have open tours for parents. And we have them on our on the calendar, but we also wanted to add in some tours in the evening for parents who work during the day, so that we are going to be open to offer that as well for any parent who's interested.
Ms. Laura, can I add one more? Sorry.
Go ahead.
I think, definitely correct me if I'm wrong, but I think tomorrow morning, every Wednesday morning when we do drum circle, PFT is outside, like talking about just how wonderful the school is. I think tomorrow they also wanted to have an opportunity for prospective parents to come and see what's going on. And the TK class, we just finished a unit on architecture, and the kids were building, like, they built a police station and they built something else, a hotel and lots of other things. So that should be, knock on wood, up and ready tomorrow if any parents want to just come by and see us, even if it's just a few minutes at 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So part of the tour is going to be Tuesdays, every other Tuesday from 12 to 1, and then every Wednesday in the morning from 9 to 10, so you can meet our PFT and also have coffee with the principal. So come on in and have some coffee and some fat building danishes that they have. They did try to have fruit at one time, but you know, it's majority of the time it's donuts. So we are open and just welcoming for our babies and your babies to come to our school and have the Prescott experience. Like I said, we're small but mighty.
And Jana, Stephanie Parrott from the Prescott family team, I think she's on, if it's possible to have her answer. Sorry, Stephanie, to put you on the spot.
Sure, sure. Stephanie, you can. Stephanie, let me give you permission to. Oh, never mind. You're on mic. Feel free. You can close things out for our Prescott presentation.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's quite an honor. I will just say, as a longtime Prescott parent, Prescott is the best little school in the whole wide world. And the PFT, which is the Prescott family team, which is like our PTA, as Ms. Simba said, we do coffee every Wednesday morning at 8:30 at drop-off. And so tomorrow is a great day for prospective parents to come, have coffee and a treat with us. You can see the drum circle and then have a tour of the school. So we're there every Wednesday morning, but we are asking families if they can to come tomorrow. And what was the other date we had? I think Ms. Simba or Ms. Slaughter.
You mean on the other ones for the night tours or the other ones?
Yeah, we had the 2 night tours and the 2 Wednesday coffees.
Right, and I told them what we decided to do was every other Tuesday.
Oh, great.
Yeah, from 12 to 1, and then every Wednesday from 9 to 10.
Well, if they come, just remember though, if they come at 8:30, they can see the drum circle, which is so special, and I think parents enjoy that. And so come early and have coffee and visit with us.
All right, hello everyone. I can see myself. I'm Dr. Arnold, principal at Sankofa United. I'm gonna drop a link to our enrollment form for our tours. Hopefully it works. I'm gonna share my screen. I do have a slide deck. Just give me a second. Okay. Can everyone see? Get a thumbs up or?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So on the website, we have this graphic, which is just showing our in-person and our virtual tours. So the enrollment form has the dates as well. There will be Saturday in-person tours. We're inviting families to come, so it'll be like an immersive experience. You get to meet our wonderful community and see our school. And then, of course, if you can't come on a Saturday, we do have virtual tours as well. Okay, so I'm not going to do the whole presentation of sharing a reason. This is kind of how we set up, but we're just going to talk through. This picture is from an event earlier, I want to say 2 months ago, when Smokey the Bear was here. It's just indicative of all of the diversity that our school holds and how much we really do embody the characteristics and values of joy and equity. So our mission, vision, and values are here. I won't read through them, but again, equity, rigor, care, and joy are 4 essential values for us at our school. In terms of who is teaching at our school, about 76% of our teachers have 6 years or more experience. This is a direct snippet from our OUSD dashboard. You can also see the ethnicities of the teachers at our schools and the gender. So we have at least 30% of our teachers as males, and we are really invested in teacher leadership at our school because we're a small school. So we have teachers who come in and just are complete rock stars and do amazing things to contribute to our students' learning experience. We have 231 students currently. We are looking to up that number, hopefully with you and your family. We have a variety of different languages, which also reflects the diversity of our students at our school. There are even some that are not on here because I know I have a family from Eritrea, I think that's how you say it. So there are some other languages that are not present, but we have a really diverse community. We use PBIS, positive behavioral incentive system at our school. So we're like using swag tickets and constantly trying to encourage students to be reflective, be responsible, be respectful. We have AAMA, which is African American Male Excellence. We're trying to invite AFI, which is African American Female Excellence, to our school next year as well. We have an LGBTQ inclusive, safe, welcoming space. We also have one teacher who runs our Rainbow Club for students who are out and want to have an affinity space at our site. And we have the legacies of Sankofa Academy, Kaiser, and Washington at our school. So there's a lot of history at our school as well. As far as demographics, we have 41% African American, 22% white, about 17% Latino, Latinx, 13.9% multi-ethnic, and 1.7% Asian. This data is going to have to be updated because we're redoing iReady for our the second assessment. But we are really deeply focused on literacy and improving our students' ability to access the written text. Reading is everything is one of our big goals, always, for each year. And we also are heavy on the social emotional tip, especially this year with all of the things that have happened in our world. So these are just some images of some social emotional work that has been done, but we also use Toolbox, and we use Sown to Grow and Caring School Communities so that students can have opportunities to check in and express and reflect and get some ideas on how they can, handle situations better. I talked a little bit about our focus on literacy. So we do have an early literacy tutor that goes into the classrooms for K-2 to help run SIPS groups, which is a science of reading-based reading curriculum. And we also have our TSA, which is teacher on special assignment, who has actually said, hey, I want to also take part in this work because, again, reading is so important to us at Sankofa. So they're also helping to run SIPS groups in classrooms as well. We also have a school library, and every classroom has a class library. So books everywhere. For enrichment, we have dance at our recent Halloween event. The students did a dance. They planned dances they're going to plan one for Black History Month. Everyone gets PE, of course. Everyone gets art. Miss Mary is amazing. We have a garden, and I have actually ate from the garden. It's really, really good. And we have one of our parents who's our champion, who helps maintain the garden and works with the students so that they can learn about the different fruits and vegetables that grow and how to incorporate them into their diet. And our classroom teachers also do art embedded activities, self-portraits, different things of that nature. And we have technology, the one-to-one Chromebook carts in each classroom as well. These are some pictures from this year. From the Eat, Learn, Play bus. I think this was Battle Bots in one of the 5th grade classrooms. This was the Move-a-thon that the parents hold just to get students moving and playing games, and Halloween or Fall October Festival. We have an after-school program that is very extensive as well. We partner with BACR. So we have different organizations that come out to our school and work with our students. Most of our kids are actually enrolled in the after-school program. Over half of our students are in after school. So it's a really thriving program. And I'm really proud of it and the way that we partner with the after school program through the day as well. We are a school that serves all students. So we do have push in and pull out services for students who have special needs. We have autism program on site so that students are mainly in the classroom, but they're getting push-in services. And we also have a moderate and severe program here as well. So we serve all kids at Sankofa. This is just a visual of our special education program and the supports that are assigned to it. That could change a little bit depending on the student, because services do come with students. So if a student has a one-on-one from another school or anything like that, that would update and change this. But just letting you know, like, we do have a full special education program, a robust special education program for our students. We also have a preschool on site as well. And I just took this from an OUSD infographic, so you know, like, how old your child needs to be to enroll in the pre-K program. We have TK as well. This is Miss B's class. We have a lot of different people come in to support our students in our TK classrooms as they learn different ways to not only engage with each other, social skills, but also like learning through play, structured play. So this was a nice little lesson to observe that day for our TK class. Kindergarten, we have 2 kindergarten teachers. They are amazing and outstanding and plan so many amazing things for our kinder students. It's just phenomenal to see what happens in kinder classes. I did yoga with the kids the other day. I'm always excited when I'm with our students, and being a part of this community with the people and the families that are part of the community is one reason why I think people choose Sankofa, for the experience that you get when you come here. So our building and yard, we have a huge auditorium where we have our dance and PE classes. We have a huge yard outside as well. Library, upper and lower grade play structures. Like I said, we have the garden as well. Spacious classrooms. This is one of our kinder classes. I already talked about this in the one-to-one Chromebook, which is awesome. And First Friday coffee. So our PTA is amazing, and every first Friday they hold a parent coffee with donuts. They bring donuts for the teachers as well, but it's just a way for everyone, once they drop off, to go right outside the gate to drink coffee, to connect, to get to know each other. So we have events like that. We have an active PTA, SSC, room reps who work in the classrooms to support the teachers, African-American family engagement, literacy and math nights, First Friday, I just talked about that, coffee with the principal. And then we have several organizations on campus that help to serve our families that are listed here. All right. Yeah, and we have an Instagram page that is current and up to date, I'm happy to say. And we have our PTA website here as well. And I know that there's going to be more information about like how to sign up and next steps for the schools that you choose. So I will end my time there. Thanks.
The enrollment window, the on-time enrollment window is now open. It opened December 1st and it will remain open until February 10th. So you can go to chooseousd.org to fill out an application. If you fill out an on-time application between this window, you will get an offer on March 6th, and then you have till March 27th to accept the offer. There is a late window that opens February 10th, but these on-time offers will get released first for the folks that met the on-time window. Enrollment takeaways, I'm going to say this quite a few times in my spiel. The enrollment window is open. Please visit www.chooseousd.org to fill out your application. The March 6th is the date that you will receive an offer, and you have till March 27th to accept or decline it. The window closes February 10th. These are some details about the 24-25 school year. School should start sometime in early August. This is what Choose OUSD looks like. This is the Browse the Schools portion. It's available in several different languages. You access the different languages in the right-hand corner. And again, you can take a look at preschools through high schools. This is the homepage. So when you go here, if you do not have any children in OUSD, you'll be prompted to create a new account. You click the left button. If you already have students in OUSD, click in the log existing account. And if you've forgotten your passwords, there are simple steps to reset it. It will either send you an email or text message on how to do that. Again, the window is open from December 1st to February 10th. You can rank up to 6 schools plus your neighborhood school. So when you fill out the application, you put in your address, your neighborhood schools are automatically going to pop up on there. And then you can pick additional schools by adding them, and then you rank them based on, there's an up down arrow. You just put your top choice there, just rank it all the way at the top, and so on and so forth. If you need help, you can come see us in person at 746 Grand Avenue. We're kitty corner to the Grand Lake Theater. You can also call us or send us a text at the number listed there, 510-879-4600. You can also send us an email at enroll@ousd.org. The office is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 2 with the exception of Wednesdays. We have enrollment counselors that speak Spanish, Arabic, and Chinese. In addition to that, we have 4 satellite sites throughout the city. There's one at West Oakland Middle School, Mondays and Tuesdays, and the time is actually 8 a.m. to 3:30 for all of these. We also have one at Havens Court, Monday, Friday, 8 to 3:30. Elmhurst United, Tuesday, Thursday, 8 to 3:30, and Urban Promise Academy, Thursday, Friday, from 8 to 3:30. Again, if you fill out the application within the on-time enrollment window, which is December 1st to February 10th, you will receive an offer from EnrollWise on March 6th. You will either receive a text or email notification. It just depends on your preference on how you want to receive the information that you'll be asked when you fill out the application. You have till March 27th to accept or decline that. 75% of families get their first school choice. So that's good news. And you'll automatically be placed on a wait list for any school you rank above the one you receive an offer to. The enrollment is based on a set of priorities determined by board policy. These are what the priorities look like. It's foster youth, siblings, that's siblings of continuing student at the school, must be an open resident. Employees, this one is new and got moved up. Neighborhood schools, so students who live within that particular boundary. Pre-K priority for TKK students, and then school staff of children, and then all other open residents. Again, key takeaways: apply by February 10th at chooseousd.org. For support and questions, please reach out to us. Either come see us in person, 746 Grand, kitty corner to the Grand Lake Theater. Give us a call, text, email us, or you can make an appointment as well. We are going to get to the Q&A, but I think we have one more thing we want to plug. Again, reminder, February 10th, get in your on-time window application. And I think Janan has this part, just to remember to follow us on social media. We also encourage you to follow our schools. A lot of them have their own social media accounts as well too, and they're also showing the great things that are happening within their buildings.
And so if any of those of you in the audience have any questions, please drop them in the Q&A chat on Zoom. And so we do have 2 questions. I'll read them out loud. First off is from Nicole, and she asks, how can we find our attendance area school? In particular, I am in the area that was historically both Peralta and Sankofa, but can't confirm what the current status is. Ms. Sudif or Dr. Arnold, I don't know if you'd be able to speak to that, or Bobby, if you happen to know.
They could go on the OUSD website. There's a section under, I think, parent or schools, where they have a map and they can find out their area that way, or they can call the enrollment office and that will tell them.
Yes, and if you if you create an account on that chooseousd.org too, and you enter your address, it's automatically going to kick into your ranking queue your neighborhood schools.
Okay, we have another question from Inbar, and they ask, my son is 2 weeks shy of the TK deadline, and I will have to fill out an exception form. Will we get an answer by March 26th as well? Thanks. Bobby, can you chime in on that?
You will have an answer before that March 26th deadline. You know, as fascinating as the presentations were, like, I really encourage you to go on a tour of the schools. They're fascinating schools. There are a lot of great things happening at those schools and in those classrooms and the environments that they try to create. So we just encourage you guys to really, you know, if you can, take some time to go see the campuses in person as well.
I just want to say that I am in good company with the other two principals here on this meeting. And so any school out of us three that you want to go to, you're going to be happy. So we are, I believe, the cream of the crop in our network. And so I think you would not be disappointed by any of the schools you choose, especially if you're picking one of ours.
Yay.
Yeah.
Let's hit the note, girl. Hit the note. Supreme note. Hit it.
Yeah.
Love you guys. That's so sweet.